I'm sure that when my parents discovered I was missing half of my right leg on the day that I was born, when they brought me to them and they saw that one leg was significantly shorter than the other, that they had to bring in an expert, a pediatric orthopedic doctor, who declared on that day, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. Webb, barely even older than children themselves. My mother was only 21 and my dad was 22, and this doctor is saying, your daughter has a birth defect. And then he went on to proclaim, I'm sorry that she will probably never walk. But fortunately for me, the prediction that the doctor made that I would never walk never came true, because before I was 2 years old, I learned how to walk on my first fake leg. My secret dream when I was growing up, disliking having one leg, wanting to fit in with all the other kids, was to become an Olympic athlete. Now talk about a ridiculous dream. I don't know how many, back then I never saw any one-legged disabled athletes. So every time the Olympics came on, I would watch it and just envision myself someday standing up on that podium, getting one of those medals around my neck, knowing full well in my mind that that was never going to happen. If there was an award in high school for the least likely person to be athletic, I would have been voted that person. But a funny thing happened. One day, my senior year in high school, I received a phone call from a woman named Jan, and she says, Roni, would you like to learn how to ski? So as I'm training my body to do the things that it needed to do so that I could become a better ski racer, I learned that I also had to train my mind, that I had to learn that I was worthy to win. I had to train my mind to be accepting of what I needed to do in order to get the medal. Well, in 1992, the Olympics were held in Albertville, France, and that was the very first year that the Paralympics shadowed the regular Olympics in the same venue. So about 3 weeks after the Olympics, the Paralympics appeared in Albertville, France as well, and I was on the U.S. team at that time, and I'd been bumped up to the A team, and now they were expecting something out of me. In the very first race, I crashed and burned and didn't even finish. And I remember thinking at the start, I don't know if I can do this. Not very confident in the starting gate, right? And it showed itself in the race when I fell down. 3 races to go. Lo and behold, the next one was Super G. It was not my best event, but I ended up winning a gold medal, my first ever international gold medal in the Paralympics. And I got to stand on that award stand, just as I had always dreamed of as a kid, as they put that medal around my neck and they raised the U.S. flag and played our national anthem. You see, I did not become a ski racer. I did not become an athlete in spite of my leg. It all happened because of this great gift that I was given. And there's so many things that we can look at in different ways in our lives. And I dare say that everyone in this room has something about themselves that they do not like, possibly even hate, as much as I hated having one leg as a kid. And perhaps you say to yourself the same question I did, why me? Why am I having to deal with this thing? But what I would really like to challenge you with tonight is, if you can learn to love and accept that thing, it could flip around and become the very thing that makes you great. There's a few things that I've learned that I can apply. One of them is explode out of the start. You have so many seconds to get through that starting gate with as much power as you possibly can and motor down that hill to cross the finish line. Races are won and lost in the starting gate. So as you think about your own business and where you are right now, what are the starts that you're dealing with? That's one thing. The second thing is learn how to fall down, but more importantly, learn how to get back up. You know, in business, if you've been in business very long at all, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, you know you're going to fall down. But how well are you going to be able to get back up? Most importantly, I think that being normal is just way overrated. I don't even know how we define normal. But I do know this much. I think being memorable, being how we each were created, our own uniqueness, with those things that the society would say is a weakness, something undesirable, is our major award. It's the very thing that is going to make us great someday.